Hello Taverners, how are we all doing? Welcome back to the Matchday Tavern. My name is Key, we are live for Portugal. Los Selecao de Quinas, dos Quinas. I don't know how you, I'm no good at Portuguese. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it properly again. Portugal against Uzbekistan, the White Wolves of Uzbekistan. That's maybe a little bit easier to get on board with. How are we all doing anyway? How are we all feeling? Hope you're all keeping cool. It is absolutely sweltering out there. And it's a very, very nice day for it. Huge day for England. England-Ghana. If they can win, then qualification, maybe as group winners, is pretty much secured. So it's a huge moment later on today for that one. Listen, for Portugal, it's massive. I think this one, there's 7 minutes to kick off. Portugal, after drawing against Congo, obviously Colombia play Congo later on. And I wouldn't put it past Congo to get a result against them either. Uzbekistan are a frustrating old side. It's their first ever World Cup. They weren't brilliant against Colombia the other night, but they did score, and they did make a bit of a, a bit of a play at the end. I think they smashed the crossbar from 30 yards out. So, you never know. You never know. We've seen Cape Verde, we've seen Curaçao produce shot results in this tournament. Could Uzbekistan do it again? That's the big test today, to see if Fabio Cannavaro can get a tune out of the White Wolves. Anyway, before we get stuck in, as always, let's give a big shout out, as always, to our friends, Oxford Natural, friends of the channel, sponsors of the channel, Oxford Natural, who are continuing to sponsor the Matchday Tavern throughout this World Cup and beyond, hopefully. They are getting great results for people like Robbie at AFTV, Michael Owen, Ballon d'Or winner. We know Michael Owen's been singing their praises, KG as well in the football space, Blades Ramble has recently started using them as well. Lots of prominent people that you will know and respect and love that will have had fantastic results using Oxford Natural and their Optimum Day and Night supplements and their various other supplements. And listen, we know it's not a quick fix with these things, but I'll say it again, and I can't even sit here and say I've been using them for months, because I haven't. We know it's no quick fix, but if you are trying to make positive changes to your health, if you're thinking about getting that summer bod, if you're thinking about just being healthier, and you want to get your body looking in a more feeling better, I think is the better way, isn't it? You want to feel better in yourself. Then go and check out Oxford Natural. You can go and have a look at the great supplements, the natural supplements that they provide. You can get 70% off your first order. I can't really say further than that, and you can go and find out more about the great success stories that they've had, how they've helped people, like the lady on the right here, Linda. You find out more about how it's helped them and how it's benefited their health and their life. So if you do want to go and check it out, you can scan the QR code which is on screen right now. You can click the link in the description and go and enter code KEY70 for 70% off your first order. Go and show them some love. Thank you very much to Oxford Natural. And with that said, let's get stuck into today's live. Today's first live, because we've got a few going on. Potentially, I might do a third. I'm wondering whether or not to do Panama, Croatia at midnight. Because I did stay up till the early hours. I think we did the right thing, didn't we, folks, by the way? We definitely did the right thing in knocking that France game on the head. Did anyone actually try and stay awake for the full thing? Terry Kelly, evening from Dublin, Key. Lovely to see you, Terry. Yeah, did anyone actually try and stay awake for the full thing with France? Because I'll be honest, as soon as I heard 1 a.m. start, that was at 11:15, wasn't it? 11:15, it was delayed for 15 minutes, and we was like, and then we heard the news that it might be a 1 a.m. start. At that point, I was like, right, done. There's no way I can last till 2 a.m. There's no way. That would have been 2 a.m. for that game finishing, which it basically did finish at 2, didn't it? But Mbappe gets another one. Iraq resoundingly beaten. Is that a word? Resoundingly? Either way, you know what I meant. Right. Lovely to see everyone in the chat. Neil, good to see you. Sarah, City of Northville, lovely to see you as always, mate. Thank you for understanding. I really appreciate that, by the way. I genuinely do appreciate that. I felt awful. I felt awful sending that to you, but I was just, I'm glad you, I am appreciative, because I know you knew, for having your background, you would know exactly where I was coming from. Matty, lovely to see you, 3-star. I follow the Blues. I think if Portugal drop points and Colombia win, Colombia will finish first. And if England win tonight, England will play Portugal. Well, I was going to talk to you about something here. I wanted to talk to you about this because there is a possibility. They're calling it the is it the disgrace of Kansas or something like that. The disgrace of Kansas. There's a game, Austria versus Algeria. Right, Austria versus Algeria is going to be played next week. It's the final group stage game in that group with Argentina and Jordan. Right, now Austria and Algeria have pretty much already secured qualification. However, neither of them want to win that game. They can't finish bottom. They've both beaten Jordan. Right, they've both beaten Jordan. Jordan, even if Jordan beat Argentina, there's no world in which Jordan finish ahead of either Algeria or Austria. Jordan are out, right? So Argentina probably wiped the floor with Jordan, but Austria and Algeria, there is an outcome. It's going to be a really mad game, that one. Austria and Algeria don't want to win because the winner plays Spain. The team that finishes third, or the team that finishes second, I think. I can't remember. There's an outcome. Let me have a look at it. But check that out. There is a permutation, basically, where Algeria and Austria are going to play each other, and neither of them want to win the game. There genuinely might be one of them where they're kicking it in their own net. Yeah. So, mad. Mad. Anyway. Right. 1 minute to kick off. Why have I still got it on BBC? I need it on ITV for this one. Mr. Turnables, thank you very much for liking. I really appreciate that. See if we can get to 1,000. Cheers, Mr. Turnables. Oxford naturally cleared up my scoliosis. Joel says, can you name players from Portugal to play for Liverpool? Players from Portugal. We're off and underway here. Players from Portugal to play for Liverpool would be Tiago Ilori. Did he end up playing for Portugal? Can't remember if Tiago Ilori played for Portugal. I think he did. He might have switched nationalities, but Tiago Ilori, Jota, Raul Meireles, I think that's it, isn't it? Jota, Raul, who else have I missed? Dubravka is going to be a Spurs player for a backup keeper. Interesting. Did all right for Burnley last year. City of Northville for sure. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's going to spook him. That's why I included the install video. Mate, it was very thorough. It was very thorough, and I couldn't have asked for any more. I mean, I couldn't have asked for that anyway, but I couldn't have asked for any more, and it was very, very much appreciated. But it's one of them where it's my own paranoid state after what's happened with the previous channel. So it's just one of them now where I've got my safeguards, I've got my rails, and I've also got something on there that's like, I don't know, I can't remember what it was called, but it was one of them where when you said there was going to be a warning, I was like, ooh, I might be able to selectively kind of turn it on and off for different things. Nope. Nope, it's either on entirely or off entirely. Adam says, evening key lad, missed last few streams, had a few issues at home, all good now thankfully. Oh, well that's the main thing. I'm glad, mate. I'm really glad everything's better. But good to see you, man. I'm really, really good to hear you back in. Abel Xavier, Fabio Carvalho. I mean, Fabio Carvalho, yes. Abel Xavier, he did play for Portugal, but he was Mozambique, Abel Xavier. What I don't even know saying. I've not seen him. Where's George? Oxford fan, good to see you. Lil Philly, how's it going? I've not seen George's comment. Forgot Raul Morales played for Port. Vampy, will Scotland go through even if they lose to Brazil? Yes, they will. Chances are, if you've got 3 points, if you've won one game, then that is you. You know, you've pretty much got, you've got it nailed. You've got it secured. João Teixeira as well. Yeah, that's not a bad... Yeah, I think the best of the third place teams, you only really need... You might even be able to get through with 2 points. Carl, I know it won't happen, but I wish Ronaldo grabs a hat-trick to put the cat amongst the pigeons. I'll tell you what, there was a very, very good... very good odds to see how Ronaldo, Kane... I think it was Ronaldo and Kane to score. And... Uzbekistan and Ghana, most cards. England, Portugal, most corners. Raul Morales was a good player. It's mad that Raul Morales actually was at one point player of the year. What a ball in that is, Ronaldo. Oh, he's fresh air kicked it. And he smashes the pitch, Ronaldo, in frustration. Look at him, he goes like that. I hope that's just how close he was and he's not having a pop at the cross. You got one of them, you. Nah, it was a great ball in, that. Absolutely fantastic. Fabulous ball in. Mike says, are you not warm in that room? I don't know if you can hear. I've actually got an aircon unit buzzing away. Believe me, I was red hot last night. And it's actually a little bit cooler in here now. It was 29. No, it was 30. It nearly touched... Did it touch 30? I think it did last night. Hit 30 last night. And I've got it down to a nice, cool 27 with aircon. But I've got aircon on the lowest setting, so I'm hoping it's not too loud. If it is, and it sounds a bit like a wind tunnel... Honestly, I don't care. It's keeping me broadly cool. But yeah, it is hot, mate. Yeah, it's definitely hot. It is toasty. It is hot. Good football. Here is Bruno Fernandes. Brilliant. No, good defending that from Uzbekistan. Shahid, good to see you. I'm okay sitting with the fan. Thanks for asking. Yeah, gotta stay close to the fans. You wanna get one of them cool fans where you can put like, or do you know what? There's the ones where you put the ice in the fan, right? Put the ice in the fan and it like sprays cold mist at you. Or if you can't do that, get like a bag of peas out the fridge, or not the fridge. Who has a bag of peas in the fridge? A bag of peas out the freezer, and put them in front of the fan. That's like a heart attack way of doing it. Jordan, the only bad thing about a fan is turning it off. You're hotter than before. Yeah. Third world problems, eh? Look at us. Can't last without fans. Neil says, I wonder how Portugal will do. I really do hope that Bruno gets a hat-trick. And Portugal get the first and most corners. I've taken a page out of your book. Oh, no. First corner, yes. Most corners, yes. I think that's almost certain in this game. Ronaldo! There you go! It's Ronnie! Ronnie scores! Anything Messi can do, Ronnie can do better. 41 years of age. And he's giving it the Sue. There you go. Portugal 1, Uzbekistan 0. Cancelo with the cross back. And Ronaldo wraps it in the bottom corner. 6 minutes in. Ronnie with the goal. There you go. That was a great finish. Great finish. Low down. Past the keeper. No chance at all. Absolutely no chance at all there for the keeper. There he is, and you can see the anger. They've stoked the fire in Ronaldo now. They've wakened something up here. Carl says, can't even say Fernandes' name properly, AK. No, that's what they call him, don't they? Bruno Fernandes. That's how he pronounces it. Great finish, that. Absolutely fantastic finish. Abdulvakid Nemetov in the Uzbekistan goal. He plays for Nasaf Karshi in the Uzbekistan Super League. They are 9th in the Uzbekistan Super League this season. Nasaf Karshi and Abduvakid Nemetov couldn't keep that one out. Carl says, hat-trick incoming. Pete says, there's women watching, pal. Get your shirt off. It might get your subs up. You're joking. I don't think you're allowed bare breasts on YouTube. Andy says, scoring at 6 World Cups. What an achievement. And Lil Philly says, Ronaldo has arrived tonight. Don't know where he was last game. I think we're going to see an angry Ronaldo tonight. We're going to see the wounded lion Ronaldo. He was constipated and just took a true and honest growler. You can always count on Ronaldo to silence the haters. Goodness gracious me. And it's Portugal 1, Uzbekistan 0. Only if you wear a braki. Somehow I don't think that'll go with the brand, will it, sir? I don't... Also, bizarre question that. Phone the wife. Phone Mrs. Thomas. Excuse me, love. Any chance you can drop a bra off for me? What do you need that for? Don't ask. How's it going, Mercury? Good to see you. Finners Matty, they scored 6th minute last game as well. 1-1 draw. Incoming again. Oh, yeah, that's a bad omen, isn't it? They scored in the 6th minute against Congo and ended up going on to draw that one. Maybe they draw in this one as well. Michael, top off is allowed on here, but not TikTok. I can assure you there won't be any top off. Unless, I don't know, Liverpool somehow announce Jan Diamand during this game. If you're new around here, by the way, my name is Key. We watch football every single day, at least one, if not more games. We've got a lot of new people on TikTok. Our channel's called the Matchday Tavern. You can check me out on all socials. I'm on Insta, I'm on TikTok. I'm on the other place as well, the red app, the purple app. Go and check it out. Key Thomas at Matchday Tavern. Cristiano Ronaldo equals Eusebio's record as top goal scorer ever for Portugal at World Cups. Mr. Turnables, do you think we can beat England today? Well, do you know what, mate? You're my Ghanaian friend, right? And I like you a lot. I respect you, mate. We've talked football for a while now. However, I don't think Ghana can beat England today. I think you're reliant very much on Semenyo. I don't think IU can do an awful... I'll tell you what, you've got the big lad at the back off corners. England have shown a bit of vulnerability on corners. Whew, strike unlucky, cleared away. Portugal pick it back up. It's just never ending. It's relentless pressure from the Portuguese here. Yeah, I think you're too reliant on Semenyo going forward. Partey is playing today, though. Is he really? Thomas Partey starting for Ghana, allegedly, according to our Ghanaian friend here, Mr. Turnables. Maybe. I mean, honestly, I don't think that makes a huge difference. I mean, put aside for a moment the controversy, however you want to pronounce it, with Thomas Partey and all the stuff that's going on still in his personal life. I'm just not sure he's that huge of an inclusion for Ghana in the midfield. I don't think he makes a massive difference for Ghana in the middle of the park. Scout says Ghana won, England won. 3-star, it would be only the Arsenal fans would see double cups on this stream, Key. Yeah, listen, I don't mind Ghana at all. I quite like a lot of the young players that Ghana are bringing through. Caleb Yarenki, one that we talked about in the last game. Is it Ajeti as well? I don't know how old he is now, but Ajeti, the centre back, I think is very good. Ishak Fatawu as well at Leicester. They've certainly got young players that maybe look a bit more promising for Ghana's next generation. Definitely need a centre forward though. Andy says only way Ghana can beat England is if they bring back Essien. Losing Kudus was the worst, not going to lie. Yeah, I was going to say, I think if you had Kudus, Semenyo up front, even with Ayu's a good finisher. He's getting on a bit, but if you'd had Kudus and Semenyo either side of him, then I would have given Ghana a lot more chance today. That's a very, very reliable front two. Mark says, hi Key, missed you last night. Second half France. What did you think of the game? Well, I've seen the second half highlights. Apparently France didn't start all that well. But I still think it was the right decision to call time on the stream. 11:15 we ended the stream. The game's restarted just after 1. Foxy says England to go with the same 11. I mean, we don't know yet. I don't know. I've not seen anything as yet. Swifty, I dislike the sycophantic commentary around Ronaldo and Messi. In what sense? It makes Argentina and Portugal hard to watch. Oh, you mean the fact that they're not really teams? It's kind of like they're just these figureheads, and basically if we're always looking at Ronaldo and Portugal through the lens of how did Ronaldo and Messi do, rather than was it an actual good team performance. City of Northville, Haaland, you mean? What a beast he is. I'd love to see him leave City. Andy says play Rashford for Gordon. Put Rashford in for Gordon. It's a free kick here for Portugal. The number 9 for Uzbekistan. Looks like he's getting a yellow card, is he? It's right on the edge of the box as well. It's certainly Ronaldo territory, this. It's the number 9 coming all the way back. Kamrobekov. He's actually not even a number 9. He's playing as a central midfielder today. Kamrobekov. It's a bizarre shirt number. But Odilon Kamrobekov booked. Swifty, it's more how the commentators put them on a pedestal and nobody else gets to shout. Now then, here's a question for the chat. Who do we think takes this free kick? For some reason, Neto, I don't even know why there's other players standing around it. Like, he's even going to consider letting Neto or Mendes take this one. Rasta, good to see you, mate. How's it going? How's our favourite Arsenal fan Oracle today? Is the sound okay for everyone, by the way? I have got a very, very low, on the lowest level setting, Ercon. I'm hoping you can't hear it. If you can, it should be very, very slight. It shouldn't disrupt the broadcast anyway. Here we go. Uzbekistan have got a player lay down underneath the wall. Ronaldo, I think he's going to go the other side. He's probably going to go the side the keeper's protecting, if anything. I think he fancies the side the keeper's protecting. There's no way he goes over the wall here, Ronaldo. Surely he goes that side where the keeper stood. Unless he's going to try and shift it. And he might just be going for brute power. Who knows? It's a tough... It's so close to the goal. You're not getting that up and down over the wall. It's going to have to be brute force, this one, from Ronaldo. Can't hear it. It's fine for me. Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Turn it up. I can't hear anything. Okay, well, I'll leave it as it is for now, because I'm alright. I'm fine. I'm relatively cool. Well, I'm very cool. Here we go. Free kick. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mendes is stood over it just in case. I think that's the curved ball in it. To tell the Uzbekistani wall and the goalkeeper, well, there might be a left-footed coming, but I don't think anyone on the pitch believes it. Here's Ronaldo. Right-footed. No, it is Mendes, and it is 2-0. Oh, my goodness me. We talked about Ronaldo being selfish. We talked about him holding back. We talked about him saying, look at him, he's going like that. He's going, I got in your head. And he did. He got in our heads. Every single one of us. We all said it's going to be Ronaldo. We all said it was going to be selfish. Selfish Ronaldo. But no, he lets Mendes take it. And he's there for the congratulations. Absolutely smashed in the bottom corner. No chance at all for the keeper. Portugal 2, Uzbekistan 0. Excellent goal. Good to see you, Harry. Keeper doesn't even move. Keeper doesn't even move. It's past him before he's got time to get on the floor. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant goal. Astonishing goal. Trojan horse ass goal. Michael, feel sorry for you having to say the Uzbekistani names proper tongue twisters. Jimmy, England score prediction key. I think, no disrespect to Mr. Turnables, who's our friend in the chat. He's a Ghanaian. I don't want to disrespect him, but I think 3-1. I do think they'll score past England. I'm not convinced England are absolutely impenetrable. I thought our defence was sufficiently questionable in that first half against Croatia that an attack of Semenyo and Ayew and maybe a Jetty off a corner, young Urenki in midfield for Ghana, they can cause England some problems. That's a lovely ball over the top. Is it going to stay in? No. Yeah, so I think Ghana maybe score, but I think there's a very good chance England will win it by 2 or 3. This charming Dan, crank that aircon up if you need to, Key. Not passing out of heat stroke is more important than a few complaints about a bit of background noise. To be honest, if it's fine, if you can't hear it, I'm happy enough with that. Because if I knock it up a level and then people start hearing it and going, oh, I hate that little buzz in the background or whatever, I can't be bothered with it. So I'll just leave it as it is. People might join and leave for that reason, so I'll leave it as it is. But thank you. It's very kind of you to have that understanding. What do you think, Jimmy, by the way? What do you think? England-Ghana prediction. Swifty says the best left-back in world football, Mendes. Can't really disagree with that. Certainly now Andy Robertson's left Liverpool. Lil Philly says Cristiano had everyone fooled, thinking he was going to take that. What a surprise. And Harry, I think that the Uzbekistan team were also thinking Ronaldo would take it. We all were, weren't we? We all thought it was Ronaldo, that. Ooh, Mendes has just been clattered. That might be a free kick, and hey, there might even be a check here. He's gone down holding his face, Mendes. I think Karimov is just saying it was his chest. Let's see. Yeah, see that's the thing. I like Mendes, but you don't want players going down like that. That's a dive. That's a dive. 3 Star says, you think CR7 would let someone else have a go? I was going to say, but just shows Portugal don't need to be Cristiano Ronaldo reliant, and that's very true. Talk directly into the fans so you sound like you're in a stadium. Mr. Turnables, I'll be out watching it with friends, so I won't be here, but I'll be back after we beat England. Good lad. Ryan, does any left back come close to Mendes right now? Seems like he's just too far ahead. There's not really, is there? Oh, that's a great ball. Here's Mendes again. Get the ball right. Oh, cleared away by Uzbekistan. There's nothing more shocking than Ronaldo being unselfish. And ball through back in, by the way. We didn't go through the lineups, by the way. We'll just go through them again. We have got Diogo Costa in goal for Portugal. At the back, it's Cancelo, Diaz, Vega and Mendes, who's obviously already scored one. In midfield, it's Neves, Vitinha and Fernandes. João Neves, that is, not Ruben Neves. João Neves, Vitinha and Fernandes midfield. And then a front three of Pedro Neto, João Felix and Cristiano Ronaldo. For Uzbekistan, it's Nematov, Ashurmatov, get ready for this, Abdullayev, Kusanov is starting. That should be a free kick, and it is again. It's another free kick for Portugal. Probably not within shooting distance, but it is on the edge of the box. Karimov, Kamrobikov, who is already on a booking. Shukarov, Nasralayev, Faizulayev, who is the youngest goal scorer in Uzbekistan history, and I think the first ever goal scorer, of course, for them at a World Cup. He scored a tap-in against Colombia. And then it's Ganiev, and then Shomurodov, the centre-forward who currently plays for Başakşehir, ex-Roma. People might remember him. He's more maybe widely known in Europe. Eldor Shomurodov. Scouse Portugal playing well. Bruno Fernandes with the ball in. Oh, tell you what, if that got a flick there, that was going straight in the far corner. The Uzbeks drive forward, and it is a free kick. And I think it might be a yellow card as well. Oh, no, it's not. It's a hydration break. It's a hydration break. I don't even think he's given a free kick here, has he? Oh, maybe he has, but he's not given yellow. On our first hydration break, folks. Swifty, we should have a whip round for a black table key. It makes the comments easier to read. Oh, do you know what? I can probably help with that. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can get like a black cloth. Do you know what? I'll do that for you. In fact, I'll get rid of this for the kick-off because that's white already. So we'll get shut of that. There you go. That's got to help matters. Let me see if I can get you to... Here, hang on. Tell you what I'll do. Look at this, right? We're going to reuse an old Liverpool kit that I've just found. And we're going to put that right here. Let's see if that somehow... I mean, it looks a bit untidy. Maybe I can smarten it up a bit. Smarten it up of a fashion. There you go. Can't say further than that. Look at that. It's perfect-ish. There you go. You've actually got a somewhat more readable chat. Sorry, folks. Leon, hello, everyone. How's it going? Has Bruno yelled at an official even once yet? Curious if he will yell at the woman official or not dare. He's a raging misogynist. No, I'm only kidding. Neil says, I'll be in a different pub tavern for the England game. Sorry, Key. It's not good enough, is it, really, Neil? Thought I could count on your support, mate. I'm only kidding. No, mate, you enjoy yourself. We'll catch you for the next one. Don't worry. It's always good to have you in when you can make it. Adam says, Lewis Hall or Cucurella closest for me in terms of what the next best left back. That's a good shout, maybe. Who's the next best left back after Nuno Mendes? If we're saying Nuno Mendes is the best in the world, who would we say is the next best? We've just had Lewis Hall as a shout. Cucurella maybe another one. Any others that spring to mind? Liverpool kits also make great dog beds, especially if they are still not urine trained. Thought you was going to say if they're not still urine soaked. As if that's a natural for a Liverpool kit. Yeah, who do we say, who would be the next best left back in world football after Nuno Mendes? Assuming you agree that Nuno Mendes is the best. There's Pepe in the stands. He'd have got a red card in this World Cup already, wouldn't he, for sure? There's probably not too many, to be fair, is there? I mean, maybe DeMarco. Does DeMarco get a shout from Inter? Kirkes, very good. Yeah, Alphonso Davies, Nico O'Reilly, good shouts. Maybe Theo Hernandez as well. I know he's playing in Saudi these days, but Theo Hernandez possibly. No doubt there's already an Arsenal fan shouting Ricardo Calafiori. Shahid says, did anyone stay awake for the second half of France v Iraq? I didn't, no, I'll be honest. I went to sleep. I stayed up till about 1:30. Or not 1:30, sorry, 12:30 to see if it would restart. And even that was like an hour and a half, there or thereabouts, after we ended the stream. I stayed up till about 12:30, and then I went to bed. And just as I got in bed, I looked at my phone, and I was like, oh, they've just restarted the game. None of them can touch Luke Shaw. Rooney, Shearer, Kane, Hurst. What order best English striker in your opinion, Key? See, it's difficult really for Jeff Hurst. I find it tough to really include Jeff Hurst in that conversation because he's before my time, mate. It's the same with Lineker. I can't really include Lineker or Hurst. If we're talking about the best English centre forwards of my lifetime, then I Oh, Rooney, Shearer or Kane? Who's the best English centre forward in my lifetime? Rooney, Shearer or Kane? I personally, I think Kane is a better centre forward. Kane is a better centre forward. Rooney is the better player. That doesn't really answer the question, does it? That's a shitbag way of answering that question. You can only pick one. Come on, Key. Fingers in the drawer. Who are you picking? Rooney or Kane? Rooney or Kane? And that's not to discount Shearer either. Shearer was brilliant. I just think Kane is a more modern version of what Shearer... If you were playing the modern game, if you were playing today, Harry Kane, I think Shearer would have become what Kane was. What Kane was. Shearer would have developed his game. He would have dropped deeper, played in between the lines, you know, made later runs into the box. Shearer could do everything that Kane can. He's just playing in a different time. He often played with another centre-forward, which probably helped him as well. So I would go... I'll go Rooney. Rooney was a better player. Oh my God, what have I done? I had Portugal to win 2-0, and Uzbekistan have just rocketed it in the top corner from 29 yards out. 29 minutes, 29 yards out. An absolute screamer. Cancelo's looking around. I'm hoping there's some sort of a check here. Ronaldo's speaking to the ref. Please, please, dear God, let this be ruled out. I don't want to be a killjoy. But I've got Uzbekistan to lose 2-0. It's pointless, this goal. It isn't going to make this a contest. It's an absolute screamer from Uzbekistan. Oh, that's a foul. That's going to get chalked off. That has to get chalked off, referee. It's a clear kick. It's a clear kick on Cancelo. That has got to be a foul. It's an absolute screamer, though. You're not stopping that. You just don't save those. An absolute worldie. That has to be, please, dear God, chalked off. Please. Please. Let's have a look at it, ref. Yeah, VAR review. Come on, he kicks him. It's got to get chalked off. He fully kicks him. Put some Waz on it, Gromit. Top bins. Yeah, that's no dispute. That's a clear foul, isn't it? Swifty says Shearer was superb. He lost some pace after the knee injury, but still had so much after. Come on. After review. Committed a foul. There you go. There you go. Free kick. Goal chalked off. Yeah, no goal. Thank God for that. Sorry if there's any Uzbeks watching. I apologise, Uzbekistan. It was a great goal, but it was a clear foul on Cancelo, and thank God, because that keeps me alive. That keeps me going. I had to be a double take to be sure Cunha didn't sneak on the pitch. That's a dive. Come on, it's not a dive. He kicks him. Kicks him in the shins there. How's it going, Josh? That might give Uzbekistan a bit of encouragement, though. And if they've got that ability to just lash it in the top corner. They, by the way, in the first game against Colombia, in the dying minutes, I don't know if you remember that game. We did the watch along for it. I don't know if you remember it, but in the dying minutes of the game between Uzbekistan and Colombia, it was 3-1, and Uzbekistan had a rasper, an absolute screamer from about 40 yards, had no business shooting, and he smashed it and it hit the crossbar and bounced down. It was an astonishing effort. And that would have been easily the goal of the tournament if it goes in. Harry says, Key, you hit the nail on the head the first time. If you can only have one of them in an average team, I'd have Rooney. But if I have a great team and need to pick a striker, I'd pick Kane. Yeah. I think that's kind of where I'm landing with it as well. There's really not much between Shearer and Kane. There's not an awful lot between them. I can... You know, you're splitting hairs with Shearer and Kane. But I would go Kane. Just slight edge, Harry Kane. Just because he's more of a modern striker. But yeah, if you want a match winner, player who can pick the ball up on the halfway line, beat a few, smash it in the top corner, tackle, come back, defend, bit of everything. Yeah, that's Wayne Rooney. At his peak, unbelievable player. Lineker was so sharp around the box, different to Kane and Shearer, but a natural goal scorer. I was watching a podcast yesterday that said, it was John Barnes actually, and he said that Gary Lineker would shoot his own mum to get a goal. He was that like snide and aggressive. Sarah, I'd pick Shearer over Kane. I can understand that. I don't. There's really not much in it. Shearer was brilliant. Some of the goals Shearer scored. Need another Ronnie shot on target in the first half to keep me alive. 12 minutes. Do you know what? I honestly think Ronaldo he's certainly thinking about what the press are saying in the I don't think, put it this way, there was a lot of talk after the game by very prominent people, weren't there? Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, people, well-respected figures in the game, actually called Ronaldo selfish, right? Thierry Henry called him selfish. He was thinking about scoring for himself and not Portugal winning the game. That was basically what Thierry Henry said after the Congo game, the Dr. Congo game. And I'm sure that would have really hit a nerve with Ronaldo, wouldn't it? It would with me. It would with anyone, I'm sure. Any footballer. It would hit a nerve. You would be thinking to yourself, Christ, these people are, these aren't just, it's not just Gabby Agbonlahor saying this. These are like some of the best players ever to play the game. And they're saying, I'm selfish. I'm being selfish here. Maybe I need to think about that. And I don't think, had he not listened to that, had that not made national news, international news, Thierry Henry calling Ronaldo selfish, would he have taken that free kick? I think he would. I think that was part of Ronaldo saying, I am a team player. There's a free kick in an area of the pitch. It's got his name all over it. And what does he do? He allows Mendes to take it. Mendes scores. He runs off going like that. Yeah. Selfish. Swifty says Shearer was quicker than Kane. He was frightening in the early days. Such a powerful shot. I think that I'm probably holding it against Shearer a bit that he was playing with another centre forward. I think if he didn't have, I think it was just him. If he was a lone centre forward, I might have actually picked Shearer over Kane. That's the same shit Roy Keane tried to say about Bruno's assist record. Here's Uzbekistan driving forward. Mendes all the way back. Wonderful football from Mendes. And Costa slices it out of play. Oh, what a touch that is. What a touch that is. Unbelievable from Portugal, this. Oh, what a ball. Here's for Bruno Fernandes. This is astonishing football. If they can get the pass right now. Bruno. Final ball was all wrong, but if that goes in, that's one of the goals, maybe one of the best goals I've seen at the World Cup. Any World Cup. Lineker was a better version of Andy Cole. See, Andy Cole, Robbie Fowler. I think prime Robbie Fowler was better than Alan Shearer. Might be a hint of bias in that. And I think prime Andy Cole is up there as well. Those two were incredible, but I thought Robbie Fowler at his peak, I think he was better than a lot of them. Harry, I was born in 2000, don't remember football before 2007. 2007-8 is the first season I remember. So even though I've watched all the games, it's harder to judge when you don't see them every week. That's true. And that's why, mate, whenever someone asks about players like Hurst or Lineker or, even Van Basten, really, Platini, players like that, I didn't really grow up with them. They were just before me. They were the generation before. I saw bits, but probably not enough to form a serious opinion. Carmen Riderman says Kane needs to do the choke slam. Choke slam from hell. Mr. Turnable says, did you ever watch Ghana's best ever player, Abedi Pele? Abedi Pele was a player I used to sign pretty much every time I had on Champ Manager 96-97. Every single time I started a new career, I always used to sign him, and there was a player called Herman Gavaraya who played for, I think it was Medellin or it was Nacional in the Colombian league. Herman Gavaraya. He played for Colombia in the 94 World Cup. He died, actually, due to a lightning strike on the pitch. He was training in Colombia and a lightning bolt struck the pitch and it killed him. And it was mad. I always used to sign him for Footy Manager. But yeah, him and Abedi Pele when he was at Marseille and Lyon, Real Madrid, finish. I don't know why I'm saying Real Madrid. It's Ronaldo, Real Madrid's finest, Cristiano Ronaldo. Someone was saying they needed a shot on target just a few minutes ago. It's there. It's there. Adam, need another Ronnie shot on target in the first half to keep me alive. Ronaldo's done it. It's 2. Ronaldo breaks the record. He is now Portugal's all-time top goal scorer at World Cups. He's broken Eusebio's record. Go on, Ronnie. Did Abedi Pele play for Marseille in Ligue 1 in the 90s? He did, yes. Marseille. He played for Lille or Lyon. Maybe he played for both. And then he went to Munich, but it was 1860 Munich. I remember he played for 1860 Munich when they were a decent team. It's a great goal, that. Brilliant finish. Lulls the keeper into a false sense of security and then just pulls it across the face of goal. Passes it into the far corner, right into the side netting. Brilliant finish, that. Lovely, lovely goal. Portugal 3, Uzbekistan 0. Cristiano Ronaldo, inspired win. Roberto Martínez cheering him on. Could Roberto Martínez be the first guy to win, first foreign manager to win a World Cup? It's never happened yet. Rules out Tuchel, rules out Martinez, rules out Ancelotti. A lot of coaches who are not coaching the nation of their birth. And that's never happened before. Maybe we are going to see another record. Be Yourself Dylan says, Aaron Ramsey, new Oxford manager. Oxford fan, are you still in the chat? Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey? That's bizarre. Why has Aaron Ramsey got a job for Oxford? Aaron Ramsey managing Oxford United. All I've heard all the last few days is John Terry whinging that he never got an opportunity to manage Chelsea. Ryan says, purposely dropped a stinker first game to lower the defenders' guards. High IQ GOAT. This is why, honestly, people were giving it the big one yesterday, saying, oh, anyone who rates Messi higher than Ronaldo, you're subhuman. You're subhuman scum and all this sort of stuff. I'm never, ever going to sit here and say that Messi is not better than Ronaldo. But I think the argument that it's always going to rage on. What a pass that is. What a pass. Oh, Felix should put it away. Pour that from João Felix. Yeah, the argument will always rage on. And it's fine to think Messi's better. It's fine even to think Ronaldo's better. I guess I'm just saying I think both were very, very good. Oxford, that's not natural. That's a surprise. A real surprise, because I don't think... Has Aaron Ramsey... I know he was at Cardiff very briefly, but I wasn't aware that he's been appointed head coach. He was caretaker manager of Cardiff City. He's now Oxford United's head coach. Portugal, inside. Here's Ronaldo. Good pass. Bruno. It's cleared away. Good old Ronaldo looking keen. Mean and hungry for more goals. Who says no? It's a great pass, that. Portugal still coming forward. They're hungry for more. Ben, he never got the chance to manage Chelsea because he's a massive prat. Don't mince your words, Ben. Say how you really feel. Portugal now back with... Oh, it's a flick on at the near post and Uzbekistan just about clear it away. Desperately need this to be a clean sheet for the Portuguese now. No mess-ups at the back. Control the game. See the goal. See the result out now. I feel like Portugal won't do what Spain did the other day. Do you know how Spain drew against Cape Verde? And then they were 3-0 up. Pretty much in the same time as Portugal were here, right? They were 3-0 up after half an hour or so. Against Saudi Arabia, and then they switched off. They were finished, basically. Uzbekistan strike over the bar. Yeah, they didn't really try all that much in the second half, Spain, did they? I think Portugal have got a real point to prove here. I think they'll have taken a lot of that to heart in that first game against Congo. Portugal's big players in particular, your Brunos, your Ronaldos, these players being called... blunt and selfish and past it and all that stuff. That's like a red rag to a bull. And I feel like they'll want to go out and prove themselves at this tournament. Yeah, Ronaldo will want his hat-tricks as I follow the Blues. I agree. Ronaldo will want his hat-trick. And I think it'll be one of them where they go in at half-time and say, right, we do not drop now. This is it. Let's go and get 5, 6... 7, let's go and really announce ourselves at this World Cup as a serious, serious team. Harry says, if you could see one player that you didn't see growing up for their whole career, who would it be and why? For me, it would have been Pele, because he's maybe the best player pre-Messi and Ronaldo. See, I think Maradona. I think Pele was brilliant, but again, he played in an age where conditions weren't anywhere comparable to what they are now. And in many ways, that's really good. But he was playing with a ball that was like heavier than a bag of spuds. He was playing on pitches that, you wouldn't take your dog for a walk on. He was playing in an age where you could foul people. He was playing against defenders that were smoking 20, 30 a day in some cases and getting bladdered at the weekend. There was no real intense, fitness. Fitness wasn't really a thing, per se. Or at least not in the modern sense. Let's say sports science wasn't really a thing back then. I'm sure fitness was still a thing back then, but not sports science and the marginal gains that we see now. So... I think Maradona... Yeah, Maradona. Maradona would be the one. And I caught, again, the tail end of Maradona's career. The very, very tail end of it. George Weah for me, says Mr. Turnables. George Weah was very good. Again, George Weah, just because he played for AC Milan, but a little bit like Shevchenko. Just dominated Serie A. Made the game fun. Came to England, ironically came to Chelsea later in his career. Wasn't quite the same player. Sky had Mbappe, Kane, Messi and Haaland all to score 4 or more goals in the competition at 10s. Stupidly stayed clear of it. Kiemet V, goals are goals. Very true. City of Northville, even if he gets a hat-trick, it's just Uzbekistan, Key. Oh, no, come on, you can't say that. 6 added minutes at the end of the first half. Messi is the greatest. Maradona second. Ronaldo third for me, says Callum. 3 stars says, I have 2 great tips. Everyone to keep cool. Tip 1, place your hands in a bowl of water. Tip 2, make sure you flush by pulling the chain first. Goodness me. .47 on the clock. Uzbekistan drive forward down the left-hand side. Played in the middle. Chance here. Strike. Very good block from Vega. And that hits the ref. It's going to be a free kick, Portugal. Jadon, Ronaldo has the best mentality of any footballer ever. That's a very bold claim. Shahid, Van Basten, Rijkaard and Hullet. What an AC Milan team, Key. Wasn't it just? Yeah. Incredible AC Milan team, that. Ben, I thought George Weah just played for City in England. No, he played for City, played for Chelsea. And notoriously, his cousin played for Southampton. Felix being pretty much non-existent here. Need 2 shots on target. That's a tweeted. Yeah, you're not getting that from João Felix. I actually wouldn't be surprised if João Felix comes off in the second half. Maybe even comes off at half-time for someone like Conceição, maybe. Someone with a bit more natural width. Someone who can help Nuno Mendes down that side. Conceição maybe a little bit more right-sided. Rafa Leão probably. Rafa Leão still hunting for a move to the Premier League, by the way. Who do we think Rafa Leão suits in the Prem? Rafa Leão he's made it clear that he'd like to move on from AC Milan. He's made it very, very clear. Sub on, play on. Hopefully Leão. Or see if it's Leão. Yeah, he's got a point to prove. That's what you want, really, isn't it? Great play from Ronaldo. Portugal chasing the ball down into the corner. And it's going to be a throw to the Uzbeks. Andy, Jimmy Greaves for me. Yeah, anyone of that age generally says Jimmy Greaves was one of the best ever. That's dreadful from Uzbekistan. Harvey says he said in an interview he would join United. I mean, I think he would join anyone though. That's the thing. Anyone in the top end of the Premier League, I think he would join. I don't think he was ruling anyone out, and I don't think he was necessarily saying they are his favourites. Just that he was probably asked about Man United. He was probably asked about which Premier League clubs he's watched growing up and whatever. And let's be honest, if you're of that age, Man United probably is the club that you watch the most, because they were, when he was growing up, one of the best teams in the country. Portugal ball in, cleared away by the Uzbeks. They're still in the area here, Portugal, and it's out on the far side. Harry, I want to say Man United, but my gut tells me the best place for Leão would be Liverpool or Arsenal. Arsenal? Don't know about Arsenal. Yeah, don't know about Arsenal. I'm not sure if he would be an upgrade on Martinelli, Rafa Leão. He's a good player, but I think Martinelli at his best is probably better than him. Yeah, Adams just said the same there. Martinelli better than Leão. Yeah, beat me to it, mate. City of Northville, Newcastle could use him. They'll need some incomings. That's it, yes. I agree. I would absolutely have... I think Rafa Leão to Newcastle makes sense. Rafa Leão even maybe to Spurs. They're looking at Gakpo. Oh, here we go. Big chance for Ronaldo's hat-trick. Big chance. That's a claim for a penalty. Off the line. Oh, he's claiming a penalty. He's not going to get it. It was a wonderful touch, that, from Ronaldo. Lifted it over the keeper, but the Uzbeks just got back and cleared it off the line. Fabulous effort. Fabulous effort. Thank you very much for that, Adam. Very kind of you. Right, there you go. Half-time, folks. Half-time. And it is Portugal 3, Uzbekistan 0. Cristiano Ronaldo dominating. Absolutely dominating. Great performance. Played his role in all 3 goals, scored 2, had 1 cleared off the line, and effectively gave up the third. Let's call it that, because it's kind of a hockey assist, that third one, isn't it? Excellent finish. Harry says Leão to Man United would go badly. Reminds me of Sancho, but maybe, hopefully, I'm wrong. Andy says Arsenal have more players than Chelsea. That's also, yeah, that's a fair point. I do think Arsenal need to shift some players on. Okay. Right, where is my... Nah, I think we've done this, actually. Right, quiz time. Yes, quiz time. To be honest, I have got a quiz, but it's one we've used before, and I'm always a little bit hesitant on using a quiz we've used before. Okie dokie. Right, I think I have got a quiz here for you. Just dug it out. Half-time quiz, folks. Where's my pen? Right, let me just jot down the actual answers before we get stuck in. And then we can get stuck in very quickly. I should have done this in the first half, really, but, you know, such is life. We'll do top 20. So, give me the top 10 Uzbekistanis to play in your... I'm only kidding. That'd be quite funny. Imagine we asked that question. Be amazed if anyone could name any Uzbekistanis other than maybe Kusanov and Shomurodov. They're the only ones I could name, and even that'd be clutching. Kusanov playing for City. Shomurodov did have a good spell at Roma. Short-lived, mind. Right. Half-time quiz, folks, is going to be... Oh, do you know what? Bugger it. We'll go with 25, because there's some decent ones after 25 as well. So, can you name for me... This is your half-time quiz. We always do a half-time quiz. If you're new around here, we always do a half-time quiz. Unless it's an early morning one, and... I can't be bothered. Can you name for me the top 25 Portuguese appearance holders in the Champions League since 1992? Top 25 Portuguese players in the Champions League since 1992. Oh, brilliant. Someone's decided to cut the grass outside. Please, dear God, tell me you can't hear that. Can you hear the grass being cut outside? Hopefully you can't. Either way, hopefully they're quick. Let me just update the... Let me just update the quiz. Here we go. Halftime quiz. Halftime quiz. Top 25 Portuguese Champions League appearance holders. There you go. Top 25 Portuguese Champions League appearance holders. Pepe, yes. Pepe is second. Ronaldo is top. There you go. You've got them two. Can't hear it. Good. Thank God for that. Welsh Wing would be rolling in his grave. Michael says, can you see this match turning out to be a spanking? Never mind, I can. Can you actually hear it now? Figo, Deco. Yes, Deco is there, as is Figo. Nani, good shout. Yeah, Nani's there. I can hear it if I put my phone up to my ear. It'll only be for half time. Hopefully they'll get it done in 15 minutes. The gardens aren't that big round here. Rui Costa. Rui Costa is 18th. He's 18th in the list of Portuguese Champions League appearance holders. But it's a good shout, yeah. Luis Figo. Pete says Costa. Yes, Georgie Costa is there. George Costa. He is 17th, just ahead of Rui Costa. Tony, snooker fan. Hi, Key. Rory Jennings dissing Cristiano Ronaldo the other day, talking absolute gash. I've enjoyed watching him throughout the years. He's been absolutely enjoyable to watch. He has, yeah, and a very good player he is. Aymar is Argentinian. Quintrao, no, not Quintrao. Quintrao doesn't make it in the top 25. Come on, Portuguese players. Portuguese players. Carvalho, yes. Carvalho is correct. There's a player who's just recently moved to Real Madrid. Paulo Ferreira is right, he's 21st. Good shout. Bernardo Silva, hallelujah. Hallelujah for you. Yes, Bernardo Silva is correct. Unacceptable. Go start drama with him and bring the laptop so we can see. I'll just open the window and just shout, excuse me, I'm on the night shift. Vitinha, yes, Vitinha is 15th. Quaresma, Ricardo Quaresma, the player with the mesmerising, whatever it was called, Trivella, outside of the boot. Unbelievable goals. Oh, Leon, don't spoil it, mate. Don't spoil it. Nuno Mendes is 22nd. Yeah, he's not. He's not 22nd. He's 20th. But the fact that you even said that shows you're Googling. Come on, mate. Be better than that. Be better than that. Do we have to mute you? I think we might have to mute Leon for a minute. We'll put user in timeout for 5 minutes. There you go. You're in timeout for 5 minutes there. You can be back in 5 minutes when the quiz has ended. Carvalho, Ferreira, yeah, all those. Bosingwa, good shout. Bosingwa is 10th. So you've got Ronaldo, Pepe, Bernardo Silva, Figo, Carvalho, Deco, Ruben Dias, Bosingwa, Quaresma, Nani, Vitinha, George Costa, Rui Costa, Nuno Mendes, Paulo Ferreira. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left to get. Thiago, yes, Thiago, former Chelsea midfielder, once handballed it at Anfield. Thiago's there. Nuno Gomez. Nuno Gomez, believe it or not, is not in the top 25. No. Not Nuno Gomez. Not Ricardo either. Good shout, Adam. How's it going, Trucker Matt? Marching on together. Surely Ramos hasn't made the top 25. He has, yes. Goncalo Ramos is 23rd. A player we've already mentioned as well. Raul Meireles is there. Raul Meireles is 24th. Good shout. Not Diogo Costa. Vitor Bayer. Yes, Vitor Bayer is there. former Porto keeper, won the Champions League with Porto in 2004. Deco, we've already got, Daniel Saldana. The top 25 Portuguese Champions League appearance holders. So far, we've got Meireles, Ramos, Paulo Ferreira, Nuno Mendes, Thiago, former Chelsea midfielder Thiago, that is, Rui Costa, George Costa, Vitinha, Nani, Ricardo Quaresma, Bosingwa, Bayar, Vitor Bayar, that is, the goalkeeper, former Porto goalkeeper, Ruben Dias, Deco, Carvalho, Figo, Bernardo Silva, Pepe, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Moutinho is there. Hallelujah, well done. Moutinho is there. Rui Patricio is not. Abel Xavier is not. Postiga is not, but Bruno Alves is. Bruno Alves, you might remember, also made a huge move to Zenit St. Petersburg and played a lot of Champions League games for them. Yeah, Bruno Alves, tidy player. Not Rafael, not Manish. Not Diogo Jota, no. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 players left, and one of them is on the pitch. Not Simao, not Lucio Gonzalez. Both good answers, but not correct. There's 4 players left, and one of them is on the pitch. One of them played for Borussia Dortmund. One of them is on the pitch right now. One of them played for Benfica, and I think he might even still play for Benfica. Not João Felix, not Simao. And honestly, I can't even remember who the other guy played for. I'm trying to let me Google quickly who the other guy played for, because he seemed to have moved around an awful lot. I don't think he ever played in the Prem. No, he never played in the Prem. Oh, he briefly played for... Oh, he's in Saudi. He's in Saudi now. Has previously played for PSG, though. Guerrero is correct. Yep, Guerrero. Rafael Guerrero is 11th. He is the Dortmund Portuguese fullback. Not João Felix. Cancelo is the player who's on the pitch right now. João Cancelo. And the final answer is the Benfica player. Pizzi, P-I-Z-Z-I, Pizzi is the 25th most appearances in the Champions League. Pizzi, he's played for Braga and for Benfica. Yeah, Braga and Benfica he's made appearances for. Pretty consistently for Braga and Benfica. I always think of Cancelo as Brazilian for some reason. Well, no, that is it. That is your top 25 Portuguese players with the most appearances in the Champions League. 25, Pizzi. Number 24, Raul Meireles, former Liverpool, Chelsea midfielder, once named Fans Player of the Year in the Premier League. Crazy, never understood that. Number 23 is one of the most underrated strikers in Europe for me, Goncalo Ramos, who I really hope at some point decides to leave PSG for a team that will take him seriously, because I think he's a wonderful finisher. Number 22 is Bruno Alves. Number 21, probably the weak link of Chelsea's great title-winning defence, Paulo Ferreira on that right-hand side. Number 20 was Nuno Mendes, who's scored a great goal in this game. Number 19, Thiago, a Chelsea midfielder, came in from Portugal when Mourinho arrived. Rui Costa, 18th. 17th, George Costa, Porto legend. 16, Danilo Pereira, 34. He's still playing in Saudi, former PSG player. Vitinha is 15th. He's playing now. 14th is Nani. I think Nani might still be playing somewhere. 13th is Ricardo Quaresma. 12th, Cancelo, who's also on the pitch. 11th, Rafa Guerrero. And then the top 10 is another ex-Chelsea player, Jose Bosingwa. Number 9, Vitor Bayar. Number 8, Wolves legend, João Moutinho. Once scored a winner at Old Trafford, João Moutinho. Number 7 is probably one of the best centre-backs we've seen in the Premier League in the last 15 years or so, Ruben Dias. Number 6, Deco, incredibly underrated Deco. Number 5 is, again, maybe one of the all-time great centre-backs in the Premier League, Ricardo Carvalho. Number 4, once a Liverpool target, Luis Figo. When he was leaving Real Madrid, he ended up going to Inter Milan over Liverpool. Number 3, Bernardo Silva, the ultimate shitbag. Number 2, Pepe, an even bigger shitbag. And number 1, Cristiano himself. Thank you everyone for the quiz that took part in the quiz. If you enjoyed that, do us a favour. Give us a follow, give us a like, leave a like on the video, make sure you've subbed if you've not already. And you'll see more of them popping up on your homepage. We're live every single day throughout the World Cup. At least 2 games every single day. And as soon as the World Cup finishes, all of these other streamers will finish. They'll all go back and do what they were doing before, which is not doing watch-alongs. I saw earlier, Kerry Katona is doing a watch-along for the England-Ghana game tonight. Just don't know how you compete with that. Leon, good quiz, but I got muted. You got muted because you were cheating, that's why, Leon. You were cheating. And you made it very obvious that you were cheating. You should do better, trust me. You don't get anywhere by cheating. Cheaters never prosper. Winners never cheat, and cheaters never win. Allegedly. Right. Yeah, no Googling. Should have used Bing. Where was Danilo Pereira in the list? Danilo Pereira was... I think he was about 20th. Was he? 16th. He was 16th. He's had 59 Champions League appearances, Danilo Pereira. Vitinha is on 60, so he's just overtook him. Vitinha actually only needs 1 more appearance to overtake Nani and Ricardo Quaresma. I mean, there's a very good chance if PSG go far, Vitinha moves up from 15th to... he could overtake Ruben Dias and go in the top 7. Mr. Turnables, Liverpool didn't have many Portuguese players, did they? No, we was talking about this earlier. Liverpool had Abel Xavier, we had Diogo Jota, we had Raul Meireles, we had Fabio Carvalho. That was about it, really. We've not had too many Portuguese players over the years. Harry says, Key, the question is, who is Kerry Katina? Who is Kerry Katina? She's only a member of the finest female pop group of the Northwest for a very specific time in the early 2000s. Exclusively in this area. Here's João Felix. Mr. Turnbull says at one point Wolves had almost all Portuguese first 11. I mean, they're still very much run by Portuguese agents, aren't they? Let's be honest, that's why they've got a new Portuguese manager coming in. Who scored? Cristiano Ronaldo with 2 and Nuno Mendes with a free kick, which was very much in Ronaldo territory. Nuno Mendes smashed it in the bottom corner, sorry. But it was a really good free kick. Ronaldo was stood over it. Everyone expects him to strike it. And he'd subtly let Nuno Mendes whip it in the near post. Really good goal. Yeah, no, Stephen, you're absolutely right. Wolves did have an awful lot of Portuguese players. And still do, let's be honest. And they may get a whole lot more. Once they go into the Champions League, it wouldn't be a massive surprise, would it? If Wolves started to sign up a lot of young Portuguese talent. There's a lot of very, very talented young Portuguese players that see Wolves as a stepping stone to the next level. There's been a lot of players who've gone there and then graduated maybe to better things. Diogo Jota being one of many. Portugal, good football here. There's no changes at half-time. At least not that I'm aware. Cancelo off and Neto key. Oh, there was changes. That shows how much attention I was paying at half-time. I was too busy engrossed in the quiz. So yes, there was 2 changes for each side. Nelson Semedo, it was for João Cancelo, and Conceição did come on. I said not Conceição would come on, but he only comes on for Neto and not for João Felix. Obviously, he's keeping João Felix on the pitch to see if he can impress. For Uzbekistan, Kamrobekov was taken off. He's on a yellow card, or was on a yellow card. He goes off for Mozgovoy. And Nazrulayev off for Alizonov. 2 players who play for Paktakor, in the Uzbekistan Super League. Shahid, if Ronaldo scores a hat-trick, will he be the oldest in World Cup history? To score a hat-trick? Yeah, I would imagine so. I think he... Oldest players to score in World Cup history. Let's have a look. Oldest players to score at World Cup. Messi's the oldest hat-trick scorer against Algeria. The previous oldest. So Messi's the oldest hat-trick goal scorer at 38 years old. He was nearly 39. I think it's his birthday today, isn't it, Messi? Is it his birthday today or tomorrow? Either way, it's his birthday in the next day or two. And he's officially 39. The previous oldest hat-trick goal scorer at a World Cup was Ronaldo, who was 33 years and 130 days when he scored against Spain in 2018. If Ronaldo gets a hat-trick here, then yeah, he takes the record off Messi. Uzbekistan drive forward. Please don't let these score. Please don't let these score. In the area. Cuts inside. Good strike. Good save. Archie says, Key, do you think we'll have a shot on... Harry Kane will have a shot on target in the first half? Or... I stay away from that sort of stuff. So difficult. I wouldn't go anywhere near that stuff. Stay away from it. Harry says, how many Portuguese players have Man United had and can you name them? How many Portuguese players have United had and can I name them? Nani, Bruno Fernandes, Diogo Dalot. That's a good question. Nani, Bruno, Diogo Dalot, Ronaldo, obviously. Ricardo, the goalkeeper. He was there briefly, wasn't he? Ricardo. Yeah, Ricardo. That's probably the only. Or was it I think it was a different Ricardo, wasn't it? It was Ricardo. Was the Ricardo United goalkeeper from Spain or Portugal? Oh, I can never quite remember. Three-star. I think my mum sorted that. My mum sorted with a cold drink and a fan in her bedroom. Done the teapots. Just got to make her a cuppa later. Then I'll sit down for the England game. Oh, you're a hard-working, you're a wonderful son. 3-star. 5-star son. 3-star service. 5-star son. Roger Miller's the oldest goal scorer at 42 and 39 days old, Key. Roger Miller looked about 55. Bernardo Silva warming up on the touchline. May we see him very soon. Might be a perfect replacement for João Felix. Adam says Anderson as well for United. Anderson was Brazilian. Yeah, Anderson's Brazilian. Ander Herrera is Spanish. Right, what else did I have for this game? Who else did I have? I have Portugal to win to 0 on an absolute load of things. Oh, here we go. What have I got on that one? Portugal to win to 0. Portugal keep a clean sheet. Portugal most corners and first corner. They've already got... Yeah, that's nailed on then, isn't it? How many corners have they had, Portugal? Strike, that's wide. How's he give a corner? How's he give a corner for that? How many corners have they had, Portugal? 1. Oh, so that means... No, that's got to be ruled out for a goal kick. Does it actually go out? No, it is a corner. Bar steward. So there's been 1 corner for Portugal and now 1 for Uzbekistan. This is where it's going to hurt me. Josh says, hi, Key. Hope all is well. Predictions for England. I've gone 2-1 England. Yeah, 2-1 England I'm going. Harry Sinclair says the keeper you're thinking about is Spanish, but the 2 players you didn't name were Bebe and Joel Pereira. Bebe's not Portuguese, mate. Bebe played for Cape Verde. Dylan, I've gone Ghana 2-1. Scottish heritage strong there, Dylan. Thanks for smashing the likes. Cheers for that, Sarah. Thank you. Just about approaching the hour mark. You said 3-1 England, now 2-1. I'm getting less and less confident. Come on, we need a Portugal corner. Portugal counter-attack. Here we go. Driving down the right-hand side. Here's Conceição. What was it I said in the first half? I don't think that Portugal will take the foot off the gas. I think they'll really go for it second half. Yeah, something tells me that's not quite happening. Oh, what a touch that is. Unlucky. That's better. Good football. And that might be a free kick. I think it is, yeah. Free kick to Portugal. It's a long old way out. Shahid, 3-star. Got to look after her in this heat, mate. She's upstairs watching YouTube streams now. She loves it somehow, though I can't get her to watch the football streams. Well, if Mama 3-star ever does tune in, send her our love. Mr. Turnbull says, it's funny how the closer the time is to the game, the more confident I'm getting. You really fancy Ghana to win it, don't you? Right, this is 40 yards out. We know that this ball moves. Could Ronaldo or Bruno be tempted from here to have a shot? If this is on target, it's in. We know the ball moves. Bruno's saying it. You can see it. Bruno's saying to him, listen, this ball moves. We get this on target. It is a goal. Portugal 3, Uzbekistan 0. Free kick, dead central, about 40 yards out. It's not within shooting distance for any normal human being. However, Cristiano Ronaldo is not normal. Stephen, these hot nights are a killer. Fan on, all right. Yeah. See, this is where we invested in a... Oh, here we go. Ronaldo's leaving it. He's trotting away. What a ball that is. Bruno! Oh, that's a foul. There's a foul and a claim for the penalties. Give a corner. Oh, the keeper comes flying out and takes out Ronaldo. It's gone behind for a corner, but Ronaldo's down and screaming in agony on the 6-yard line. It's a lovely pass, that, from Bruno Fernandes. He was definitely onside. It's a great pass from Bruno. And Ronaldo gets the shot away. It's a lovely pass. That would have been a great goal. Does he get chopped by the keeper? Nah, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. It's all right. It's a very, very good save from the goalkeeper. Martínez is screaming for a pen. That's never a penalty. It's going to be a corner for Portugal. That's what we wanted to see. It's a corner kick stands. Yeah, if you can, invest in an AC unit. An AC unit in this weather is priceless. They're not that expensive either. You can get them for what they are. You have to pay over 100 quid for a really good fan these days. Like a really good fan. Too far for Ronaldo. I mean, he very nearly scored. Bruno Fernandes with the corner. Right-footed outswinger. Oh, chance. Must be. Is it in? It is. How's that got in? Bruno Fernandes turns and gives a big pound to the fist. A big celebration. But I think that's going to be João Neves with the goal. How's that gone in? Bruno Fernandes corner takes a big deflection. Couple of big deflections. And somehow just squeezes in at the near post. That's a terrible goal for Uzbekistan to concede. Rob says invest like Ali McCoist. He loves a bit of AC/DC, man. Great ball. Kusanov looks devastated, doesn't he? Why am I associated with this mob? Oh, it's going to be an own goal. Yeah, it's an own goal, that. Creeps in near post. João Felix with the flick. And it goes in there off the number 2 at the back. It's Kusanov. I think it's a Kusanov own goal here. It is. It's going to be a Kusanov own goal. I mean, the goalkeeper gets a hand to it, but he can't keep it out. It might well go down as a Nemetov own goal, but maybe it's a Kusanov own goal. Either way, Kusanov played a part in that one. Uzbekistan down the left-hand side now, and it's going to be a goal kick, is it? No, corner kick Uzbekistan. I need corners for Portugal here. Bruno Fernandes is unbelievable, ain't he? Listen, these United fans. Faisalayev with the corner for Uzbekistan. Whipped in. Good punch away by Costa. It's still up in the air for the 6-yard box. Headed away. Edge of the box. Got to catch it right. And now on the counter, maybe Portugal. Ollie, are you staying up for any games tomorrow night, Key? Tomorrow night? I don't know. Good pass, that. Unlucky. Very, very good pass. Yeah, tomorrow it's Switzerland-Canada, isn't it? Switzerland-Canada, and then it's Scotland-Brazil at 11 o'clock. So, yeah, I'll be doing those two. Switzerland-Canada, Scotland-Brazil, I'll be doing. After that, I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not going to do... Adam, think he means after 12 tonight, Key. Well, then no. I'm not doing Panama-Croatia, and I'm not going to do Colombia-Congo, which is a 3 a.m. kickoff. No. No Bruno assist. Own goals don't count, says Pete. Absolutely right. Great run down the left-hand side. Mendes gives it away. Too cheaply there. Oh, Ronaldo's gone down holding his face here. No, it's Bruno. It's all right. It's only Bruno. Bruno manages to get it in and embarrass a City player as well. Amazing. Key's backing who takes the 89th throw-in. How did you know? No, I've just got Portugal to win the corners. Portugal to win the corners. And so far, they're level. So frustrating. 2 corners each in this game. I need a Portugal corner. Are you still confident on that Portugal clean sheet key? I am, yes. Trincao has come on for João Felix. I just need a Portugal corner. I don't see Uzbekistan scoring, but I need that Portugal corner. Desperate for a Portugal corner. Adam says Japan, Morocco, Croatia and Norway all to reach round of 16. 61s. Football Talks. Who's Uzbekistan's all-time top scorer? I would imagine it's Shomurodov. Here's Conceição in the area. Come on, let's get to the touchline and get a cross in. Get corners. It's good football from Portugal, but it's not in the areas of the pitch that I need them. Need corners, lads. Good evening, Julius. How are you? Oh, that's brilliant football. Portugal now down the right-hand side. Conceição, got to get the ball in. Go on, get at your full-back. Hung up to the near post. Uzbekistan head it away. Vega. Go on, lad. Get at him. That's better. Here we go. This is where it could be a corner. Vitinha. Oh, that's unlucky. It's Shomurodov with 42 goals. There you go. You'll be cheering for a corner than a goal. That's it. That's what happened last night. I cheered that Lionel Messi goal. The second one. Like my life depended on it. Julius, good key, how are you? I'm brilliant, mate. I'm fantastic. All the better now you're in the chat. Here's Conceição. Good pass. Get it in the... Oh, why are they not taking the chance to just put it in the box? That's where you're going to get corners. It's almost like they're not trying to help me. Portugal dominating possession. And now the Uzbeks win it back. No, it's going to be a free kick. I didn't think that was a free kick at all. Harshly done by the Uzbekistan. Karimov. Don't think he touched Nuno Mendes there. Take it easy, Leon. Have a good one, mate. Shahid, what is Uzbekistan's favourite dish? Uzbekistan's national dish is plov. Plov. P-L-O-V. Plov. It's rice, slow cooked in a giant clay oven with lamb, carrots and cumin. There you go. I could have that. Lamb, carrots and rice. Alright, that innit? Adam says, surprise, no Rafa Leao. Got plenty to prove if he wants to move away. Yeah. Oh, that's poor from Mendes. Uzbekistan come forward. Not really got too much in the way of support, though. Mendes, good tackle. Actually, that's run all the way through. I think that's going to be a goal kick. Yeah. It is. Goal kick. Goal kick to Portugal. Adam, I knew before you said it would be either lamb or goat. Goat is horrible. I've never had goat. I have never had goat. Does it not just taste like lamb? I might have had. Maybe I have had goat, actually. Because I've been to, like, Jamaican cook-offs and stuff where they've made curried goat, but I don't know if I tasted it or not. I've had like patties and plantains and stuff like that. But yeah, that's plov. Plov, rice, slow cooked in a giant clay oven. It's called a kazan, with lamb, carrots and cumin. In fact, there is a building in the capital city of Uzbekistan, Tashkent, called the Plov Center. The Tashkent Plov Center, and it serves it by the ton daily. It's very commonly eaten. Portugal's national dish, by the way, is bacalhau. Bacalhau, salted cod. The national obsession. Legend says there's a different recipe for every day of the year. And then obviously pastel de nata, which are the custard tarts that close every meal in Portugal. Another hydration break. Adam says, I wouldn't advise it. It's very, very powerful taste. Not for me. Give me chicken or beef. See, like that lamb. Lamb is my favourite meat by far. Sarah, I can't eat plantain. It smells horrible when cooking it. Stephen, plov sounds what I did in the toilet. I don't think there's a centre in Tashkent for what you did in the toilet, Steve. Although maybe there is. Maybe there is the National Plov Centre and it's something a bit like that. SB, who's winning the World Cup? I'm going to stick with what I said before the tournament, which is Spain. I still think Spain. And I think Netherlands are potential outsiders that people need to be staying on top of. Wouldn't surprise me if France won it. It would surprise me if Argentina won it, though. It really would surprise me if the Argies won it. Who do you think, though? More importantly, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Hydration breaks, sponsored by Matchday Tavern. Sarah, it's goat that smells horrible while cooking it. Yeah, I can't say I've ever had goat. At least not to my knowledge anyway. I might do a video, I might do a short on ranking World Cup teams by how nice their national dish is. I might do that. I might do that in between these two games maybe, or early tomorrow maybe. Andy says Spence and Gay expected to replace O'Reilly and Stones. Gay coming in I can understand. Vuyo, hi Key, hi everyone, just joined in. How's the game been and who scored? Ronaldo scored the first. He then had a free kick right on the edge of the box. Everyone was expecting him to take it. He let Nuno Mendes take it, left-footed, wrapped it in the bottom corner. So Nuno Mendes made it 2-0. Ronaldo then made it 3-0. And then just after the start of the second half, maybe 55 minutes in, something like that, was it? When they scored again, 60 minutes. The Uzbekistan goalkeeper, Nemetov. It was an own goal, but honestly, it was a bit of a cock-up. The ball got whipped in off the corner. Bruno Fernandes whipped it in low. Took about 3 or 4 deflections. It was a bit of a ping-pong in the 6-yard area. And then it just kind of dribbles over the line. It was an awkward one. And that is why we currently have Portugal 4-0 up against Uzbekistan. City of Northville. Which one was it with the cornbread again? They'd be up there. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Should we go through them quite quickly here? National dish for Mexico is mole poblano. That's the rich chili sauce with a touch of chocolate and turkey and chicken. Chocolate chicken. That's what they have in Mexico. Stephen, I'm doing national drink, having Portuguese red wine tonight. Lovely. Enjoy it. South Korea's national dish is kimchi, fiery fermented cabbage. South Africa's is bobotie, spiced minced meat. Czech Republic was vepro nedio zelo, roast pork with bread dumplings and sauerkraut. That's quite nice. Canada's poutine, squeaky cheese curds and hot gravy over chips. Yeah, I don't think it was that one. The cornbread. Cornbread, you said. Portugal down the left-hand side. Mendes, Ronaldo. Corner kick, surely. Let's give a goal kick. Oh. What do I have to do to get a corner kick here? Morocco's is tagine. It's not tagine. USA's is the hamburger. Australia, the meat pie or Vegemite on toast. Paraguay, sopa. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Paraguay, sopa paraguaya. It's a dense, rich cornbread cake with cheese and onion. It's the world's only solid soup. Yeah, that's it. It's Paraguayan. Sopa Paraguaya. Ronaldo strike! Oh, big save. Portugal play on. Sopa Paraguaya. The world's only solid soup. I'd have to try that. I think that might be nice, you know. Sopa Paraguaya. A dense, rich cornbread cake with cheese and onion. Fair enough. Turkey's national dish. Doner kebab. Funny, that's St. Helens' national dish as well, where I come from. Mr. Turnable says solid soup is like saying liquid ice. Listen, not my words, mate. That's how Sopa Paraguaya is described. Ecuador's national dish, encebolado, a hearty fish soup heaped with pickled onions. Oh, that's awful. That might be the worst of all of them. Encebolado, a hearty fish soup heaped with pickled onions. Ecuador's national dish. That can get in the bin, that. That can absolutely get in the bin. Oh, he's Conceição. This is a chance for a corner. Mr. Turnables, I wonder what dish will come for Ghana, because we have quite a bit. Ghana's national dish, I'll tell you. Ghana's national dish, what I've got it down as. Jollof rice. Tomato and spice, one pot rice. At the heart of the eternal Ghana versus Nigeria Jollof Wars. Fufu with light soup. The home staple, and wakie for breakfast. I don't know what wakie is. What's wakie? City of Northville says German immigrants to America named it after Hamburg. Bernardo Silva is on now. Tom says, how many goals does Ronaldo have? He has 2. He's on for the hat-trick. He's still playing. João Neves off, Bernardo Silva on for Portugal. Last 15 minutes. We have Banku, Kenki, Fufu and Wakie. What's Wakie? I know what Fufu is. I don't know what Wakie is. Good defending from Portugal. Driving forward. Come on, I need this corner kick. I'm desperate for this corner kick. Give us a corner. Jollof rice is Senegal as well. Kay says, what's your predictions for the England game, mate? I've gone 2-1. 2-1 I'm going. Wakie is rice and beans, pronounced wachi. Wachi. Fair enough. I stand corrected. Here we go. Portugal, wonderful pass this. Go on. Driving. Conceição. Oh, honestly, he loves going backwards, him, doesn't he? Loves turning round and running back towards his own goal. Get at the fullback. I need a corner. Jordan, what score do you reckon the England game will be? I'm going 2-1. Welcome to Keys Cuisine Night on the Matchday Tavern. Uzbekistan now driving forward. They've got 3-on-3 here if they get the ball right. They've got 4-on-4 actually. No, they've got men back now. Portugal too slow, far too slow. Strike over the bar. 3-star. I think we need a vote on the national dish of the World Cup, and on World Cup final day, Key needs to tuck into it during the halftime show, but it can't be fish and chips. Do you know what? I like that. I like that idea because it gives me a month to prepare. And I reckon I can make or source any of these dishes in a month. So, you know what? You're on. You are absolutely on. We will have a vote for the national dish of the tournament, right? We're gonna have a vote for it, and in the World Cup, whatever it is, I will eat it. And I hope you don't, for the love of God, pick the Ecuador one. Because there's no way I'm eating a hearty fish soup with pickled onions. Do you know what? I might even do like the top 3. Maybe we'll make the top 3 for the World Cup final stream. And I'll consume them. I'll consume bits. Tigis Seboka, show me the match. Oh, seeing as you're asking so nicely, absolutely not. I wish I could, mate. Seriously, I wish I could. It would make my views skyrocket through the roof. But unfortunately, if I show you the game, the channel gets banned. I'd love to show it you, but I can't. Mr. Turnables, I'm from northern Ghana, and our local dishes are tubani, gabli, wachi, and tuo. See, I'm really simple in many ways, but meat and rice, that's it. Meat and rice, dead easy. City of Northville, the German people were living in the US at the US restaurant when they introduced it. Inventions are typically said to be where the people are, not where they were born. That would make the atomic bomb a German invention. America's second dish is apple pie. That's British. Cristiano Ronaldo is the oldest player ever to score more than 1 goal in a single World Cup game. He's still got time to break the hat-trick record as well. Sounds like a cool idea for the final key. Yeah, why not? I'm game for that. We'll have a World Cup final mukbang. Oh, what a pass. Oh, come on. 1 corner kick. How hard is it for that? 1 corner kick for Portugal. Portugal players are being spiteful. They're not thinking of me at all, are they? This is just selfishness from Portugal. Here's Conceição. Go on, get at your fullback. Go on, lad. Get at him. Someone have a shot that makes the keeper tip it over. Apple pie is indisputably British. It's way too old of a food. I love apple pie. Apple crumble is unbelievable, isn't it? Here we go. Good ball down the left-hand side. Inside to Bruno Fernandes. At least he had an attempt there at a cross. Oh, that was cheeky. That was unlucky. A bonita fish big. Well, yeah, they're pretty big. Keep him out. Oh, good defending. Come on. Sam, I'm screaming here. I'm absolutely screaming here for Portugal to win and keep a clean sheet. And I need them to win on corners. It's so far Portugal 2 corners. Uzbekistan 2 corners. I mean, the last 10 minutes, I need a Portugal corner. And they're not interested in going forward. It's so annoying. Come on. Long ball forward. That's the one. That's the one. Drive. Get at him. That's a corner. That's a corner. Let it go out. Let it go out. Yeah, there you go. That's what we wanted. Please let that count. Please don't tell me he was offside then. Yes. We got it. We got the corner. Our play richly deserved. What's the referee doing? No, it's a sub. Rafa Leao is coming on. Don't know if Adam's still in the chat. We were talking about Rafa Leao coming on. Potentially a Man United target this window. It's Vitinha going off. Don't think anyone will be rushing to claim the ball. City of Northville, I'm sure he would have found the most appropriate thing to say there. To be honest, Jelly, I hope Jelly does come back. He treaded a fine line yesterday, but you know we're a forgiving bunch at the Tavern. We'll forgive people the transgressions. We're a very forgiving bunch. To err is human, to forgive divine. So I hope he does come back. He was only temporarily looped And he can come back in if he so chooses. Obviously, he may decide that he doesn't want to come back and he's fed up with it and doesn't want to come back because he's been suspended or whatever. And if that's the case, then hey, that's his right. No hard feelings. What a run from Leao. Go on, Rafa. Oh, and then he's got the touch of a bloody donkey. Here's Conceição. They're still trying to get Ronaldo that goal. Fair play to him. Craig, England game, 9 p.m. Yeah. Good save from the Uzbek keeper. Here's Leao. Go on, lad. Skin him. That's it. Get it in. Ball pulled back. It's too easy. I could do with another corner. Every tavern has a jelly. They do, don't they? Every tavern has a jelly. Sarah, who muted him? Me. I muted him. But you don't need to know what happened. He made a comment that I don't want to repeat. But he made a comment. It was bang out of order. It was something we don't want, really. Bearing in mind, by the way, the chat goes down this side. The chat's down this side. So, you know, the sponsors, people I have to think about. So it's not just about the audience and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was me. It was me, Sarah. And it was only a temporary thing. It was only like, listen, you got a warning. 3-star warned him. I said, come on, mate, that's not okay. He carried on. He pushed again. That was it. I hope he comes back. But if he doesn't, I get it. It's all good. No hard feelings. Ball whipped in, cleared away. Come on, no messing about, Portugal. We don't want a goal given away at the end here. So easy for them to just fluff it up here. I need no corners for Uzbekistan and certainly no goals. They're winning on corners, Portugal. That's all we need. Trincao, good run. Throw in will do ya. Oh, good football. Better. Bags of pace layout, just a daft touch at times, that's it. Craig says, such a shame that chipped free-kicked pass to Ronaldo never went in. Yeah, it would have been a great goal, that, wouldn't it? Really, really clever bit of play between Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo. Very smart. It is what it is. I mean, I think we've been incredibly lenient as well. We generally are. I don't like ever muting or banning anyone. It's not ideally ever anything you want to do. Habitual line stepper, yeah, Charlie Murphy. Unity. I love that. I love that. I've not watched Charlie Murphy's E-True Hollywood Stories for a long time. Funnily enough, I was watching a bit of Mitchell and Webb, early series of Mitchell and Webb earlier today. That's number Wang. Well, hey, if he is lurking in the chat and he's not chatting, just as long as you know, Jelly, you're all good, mate. You're welcome back in. I hope you do come back in. Good ball, big chance for Leao. Must be. Oh, what a finish! Rafa Leao makes it 5. It's an absolutely fantastic finish, and that's the sort of promotion Rafa Leao needs to get him that Premier League move he's chasing. He's chasing a Premier League move. Will he get a Premier League move? Astonishing finish. Wraps his foot around it. Top corner. No chance at all for the keeper. And that's Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. An excellent goal. 3-star, just need King Harry to get a brace against Ghana. Very nice. I hope you get it. I really hope you get it. Is he onside? Yeah, he's on there. No question at all about that. And Leao, what a finish. Excellent goal. It's a really, really good finish, that. Given the ball's rolling in such a way there that it would be so easy to sky that. And he doesn't just, he controls it. It's a lovely inside of the foot finish from Leao, right in the top corner. You'd need 3 keepers to try and stop that. Excellent football. Portugal, after the disappointing result against Dr. Congo, Portugal have finally arrived, folks. Ronaldo 2, Mendes 1, Nematov own goal, and then Rafa Leao with the 5th. Goal given. There was a quick check on that one, but Rafa Leao's goal stands. It's Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. Right. No corners, please. No more corners for the Uzbeks. And certainly no goal. Keep that clean sheet. Protect it with your lives, Portugal. I hope there's not that long in terms of added time as well. I could do with Portugal maybe getting another corner just for comfort. Just for a little bit of a guarantee. It's good football. It's excellent football. Here's Vega. Uzbekistan look dead on their feet here, actually. They're on hands on their knees. They're starting to look really tired. They've been chasing shadows for the best part of an hour and a half here now. They've barely got their foot on the ball. I don't know what the possession stats are. 67% Portugal, 33% Uzbekistan. It's nearly as bad as Arsenal in the Champions League final. Stood up to the far post. A bit too high for Cristiano Ronaldo. And Uzbekistan pump it long. Pete, has Bruno got an assist? I don't believe he has. No, I don't think so. He hasn't. Oh, he has. Sorry, he did get an assist for the Ronaldo third goal. Yes, he got an assist for the Ronaldo third goal, but that's it. To be honest, 3 of Portugal's 5 goals today have not got an assist at all. It's only Cancelo and Fernandes who've got assists today. Obviously, the Nuno Mendes one comes from a free kick. The Nematov one is an own goal. And the Rafa Leao one comes from a player clearance. It was Kusanov, I think, who gets a touch. Uzbekistan, no, keep him out. Keep him out. No shot, no shot. Oh, please no corner here. Please no corner. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. This is defining moments here. Do you think that Rashford goes to Tottenham? Would it be a right move for him, says Luke? No, I don't think he goes to Tottenham. I think he's quite happy staying where he is now, Marcus Rashford. He's on 350 odd grand a week. He's not going to get that anywhere else, and I think he'll be quite happy to stay where he is and see out the rest of his contract. Rush Fowler, been listening in background key. Good, great stuff, mate. Really good to see you. That's going to be a free kick for Uzbekistan. Oh, this is naughty. Please don't let him get a corner off this. Billy, MC, damn I'm late. Well, good to see you, Billy. Better late than never. 5-0 Portugal. We will be back for the England-Ghana game, obviously. 4 minutes left in added time. There was 5 minutes added. There's going to be another 4 to go. Do we think I cannot get a... Please don't get a corner. Please, no corner. No corner, no goal. Ball whipped in from Uzbekistan. Good claim, Costa. Well done. Good lad. Come on, slow it down. You don't need to kick it up the pitch. What are you doing? Oh, that was so stupid. Oh, great header. He's in, actually. Good football from Portugal. That's better. City of Northville said Rashford has outright said he won't go elsewhere in the Prem. I don't think he's interested, really, is he? He's quite happy to stick it out at United and take the money for another couple of years. Is it 2 years he's got left on his contract? I think he stays at United now. And it's probably not a terrible outcome for Man United, that. It's probably not a dreadful outcome. It's going to be a foul. Portugal free kick here. Ganiev bringing down Rafa Leao. It's a fabulous finish again. Just showing that Rafa Leao goal. 2.5 minutes left here. Chance! Oh, so close. Ball comes out to the edge of the box. It's Trincao who gets the volley on it. I thought it might have even took a nick. I was praying for a corner. But no, it goes just wide. Wonderful football from Cristiano Ronaldo. Ball pulled back. Trincao gets a great connection on it. Just curls wide of the far post. Now Uzbekistan. No, he's offside. Adam says, I was waiting on layout. Giving it the Bafferton Gomes celebration there. Yeah, the old... It was one of them minutes, that. Bafferton Gomes. Billy MC, did Ronaldo score at all? 2, mate. Got 2. It's going to be weird to have him back. Didn't think it would happen. Better him than Onana. Well, Onana's going to be back, isn't he? And again, that's going to be another interesting one. Because Onana, I don't think there's a world in which they get a transfer fee for him. Given they paid, whatever it was, 50 million quid for Onana. Is there a possibility that Onana goes for anywhere close to that? I think even half. I don't think you're going to get 25 million for Onana. How old is he? How old is Onana now? I mean, I don't think he was particularly old when United signed him. He's 30. Still relatively young for a goalkeeper, isn't it? I think 50 million quid was obviously a lot. He didn't really cover himself in glory at Trabzonspor. And he's got a long time left. Portugal. Chance. Oh, just about get it away. And I think that's going to be a free kick, is it? Yeah. So, Manchester United contract for Onana expires in 2 years. And he is currently paid £170,000 a week. He ain't going anywhere. What a ball in. Ronaldo! Oh! The hat-trick was there. It was there in the palm of his hand. 10 seconds left. Ronaldo should have scored. That was the chance to make it 6. Oh, he's unlucky. So unlucky. We need to loan him out to Grimsby. There you go. Full time. Key wins. Key keeps going. Ronaldo gets 2. The oldest player ever to score more than 1 goal in a match at 41 years and however many days he is. Yeah, 170 grand a week and 2 years left on his contract, Onana. He's going nowhere. Key 1 drinks on him on the Tavern tonight. Well, I will be back in 45 minutes for England versus Ghana. Mr. Turnable's leaving early, Key. We'll be back to celebrate our win later. Have a nice night, mate. You enjoy Ghana versus England, and I don't expect it'll be the game you're thinking, but hey, mate, if you win, I'll doff my cap to you. Right. If you haven't already, do me a big favour if you fancy helping the channel out in some small way. The vast majority of you who are here regularly, I know you leave a like on the video. Believe me, it helps more than you would ever know. All it takes is 2 seconds to click like, and it sends a message to YouTube to say to him, this guy's okay. This guy's alright. I like his stuff. Push it out to more people. If you can like, if you can follow, if you can subscribe, if you can head over, if you're watching on TikTok, if you can head over to the Matchday Tavern on YouTube and search Key Thomas, YouTube, the Matchday Tavern. You'll find me on there. That's our channel. We're growing every day. We're racing towards that 1,000 mark that we need for monetization. If you can hit like, hit subscribe, you're going to help us in some small way, and I will be eternally grateful. I will see you all in about 44 minutes to be precise, for England against Ghana. England against Ghana. Take it easy. See you all later. Ta-ra.